All right, ladies. So today we're going to learn how to pick up younger guys. Okay. I know I've been getting a lot of requests from you guys on how to do this. Now, this is not a dare. Okay. This is not me daring you. This is not me giving you guys little hints. Little subliminal messages to try this on me. No. I'm just letting you guys know how to do this. Okay, and try it on some other guy. All right. All right. So the first thing you got to realize is know your enemy. That's the first thing when it comes to picking up younger men, because the enemy is not your age. The enemy is your mind. The enemy is your perception of how you look, your perception of how attractive you are, which in turn will result in your attitude and the sexuality that you protrude. So you got to realize that men have niches. Certain men like certain types of women. Some guys like older women. Some guys like younger women. Some guys like bigger women. Some guys like smaller women. For example, I had one of my cousins. He likes bigger women, right? I like it on the slimmer side, but he loves big women. And the first time we hung out, it was like a couple years ago, and I didn't know his taste, I didn't know his likes, right? And then we saw a group of girls coming by, right? Because we were on our porch, just talking, and it was like the summertime, and they were walking by. There were three girls, right? And there was like these two banging ass girls from my perspective. They were like nice, slim. One was Hispanic, one was this white girl, maybe white, I don't know. But then there was a bigger one on the right hand side, right? And for the most part, some guys. They have similar taste. And when I was like, yo, Vic, man, yo, look at that girl. Look at those girls. She looks fine as hell, right? And he was like, yo, man, oh my God, no, she looks fine as hell, dog. And I was like, right, the one on the left, right? She's bad as fuck. He was like, nah, man, fuck them. The big one. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I was like, you know what? Me and you gonna go out, man. We will have a good time. We will not be fucking arguing over the girls, man. So the reason why I say is because some guys really, really like older women. Like, it's a niche. What I mean by a niche is that just because you're so different, the guys that don't like you won't like you. But the guys that like you really like you. I promise you, there's a market for everyone out there, okay? There's a market for everyone, okay? So that's the first thing you got to realize. That know your enemy, it's your mind. Realize that guys are attracted to older women, but as you got to realize that right now you are a niche. You are a niche, all right? When it comes to younger guys. Number two, so now that we understand the mentality, let's talk about. Now we're gonna go more about into the mentality towards the end, but I don't want it to get. I want to talk about the juicy, the tactic, the dark shit, the things that you guys like. Yeah, fuck that shit. Put the phone down. So the first thing is this: insinuation. Okay, so I always talk about insinuation, but it's important to use it in this. Now, mind you, I'm gonna be talking about the tactics that I keep bringing up, but the reason why I'm bringing them up is I'm gonna be showing you guys different ways to use it, because I pretty much taught you guys all of the fundamentals. Like, I already taught you guys the fundamentals. We already went through the first year of college, the freshman years, right? These are more how to apply, because again, a lot of women don't know how to apply this. I give you guys the fundamentals. That's all you guys will ever need. You guys don't need me. That's why I always tell girls, you don't need me. Yeah, working with me will fucking accelerate almost anything you guys might need help in relationships. Like, it will fucking accelerate it, right? But the loss of learning, you're gonna lose out. Okay. So the second tactic is the art of insinuation. So insinuation is this. Insinuation, if you guys don't know, just watch the movie of watch the video of how to hack his mind, okay? But generally speaking, insinuation is jabbing at something that he's insecure about and then changing the topic so that you plant an insecurity in his mind and you become that only source that brings them validation, all right? So for example, it's talking about how you love older men and changing the topic. All right, remember I was talking about this. Talking about, for example, like saying, I love Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Now, mind you, you don't say, I love Leonardo DiCaprio because he's light-skinned and he's dark-skinned, the guy you're talking to, because insinuation is comparing him to somebody because you know that it's insecurity, right? So you're going to be using insinuation and focusing on the youth and focusing on the experience. So saying, I love Leonardo DiCaprio because he's because he looks so rugged and rough and so hot. Anyways, change the topic. Or I love Leonardo DiCaprio because as he aged, he got more masculine. I love older guys like that. Change the topic. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't do that, then you, in his mind, not from his mind, but from he's gonna be the one. You're gonna be the one who's chasing, because from your perspective, you're the one that's lacking. You want him to feel the one you want him to feel like he's the one who's lacking by insinuating that. Another one is talking about the qualities that older men have that he doesn't have. So talk about a celebrity that possesses those qualities, or even better, or embodies those qualities, and then talk about how you love guys like that. Right? For example, like talking about the Dos Equis guys. Like say, I love the Dos Equis guys. You seen that guy from the Dos Equis? Yeah, I've seen the guy from Dos Equis. Oh yeah, like he's so cute. Like the way the beard, the rugged beard, and the white hair. I just find that so attractive. Like it just emanates masculinity, you know. But anyways, change the topic. Like guys are like, if I'm a young guy and I'm like, oh, the fuck, bitch, fuck. Like, what are you doing, woman? You know? But by changing the topic, you don't give me a chance to make myself feel better. So you're hinting at that insecurity. And when you do that, now you're creating space for you. Now you're creating a need. Before a desire comes the need. Before satisfaction comes discomfort. So you're creating that discomfort and creating space so that you could go there and infiltrate. Number 3, disqualification. Qualifying is telling a guy, oh my God, you're just my type, right? When you qualify someone, you're telling them you're just my type, or oh my goodness, I would love to marry you one day. That's qualifying, right? And what happens when you get qualified? You feel good. But let's say that you go for a loan for a house and they tell you you don't qualify. What happens? You've been disqualified. You've been told that you're not enough. You've been told that you don't meet the criteria for this. So disqualifying a guy is telling him in an indirect and subtle way that you're not his type. Disqualify him by always creating an objection that he's too young. Subtle objection. Do it in a sexual way though. Disqualify him by saying he isn't older. It's not right. For example, like saying, baby, look, you're so fucking sexy, but you know what, like, you're just too young for me. Like, me and you, we can't do nothing together. And just like, tell them that you guys can't do nothing. That's it, I'm turning off this fucking phone. I promised myself I wouldn't do this. Like, you know, how dare I disrespect YouTube? So by saying like saying we can't do this, like you're not my type, but like me and you, we cannot get along. You're too young, I'm too older. But saying it in a sexual way and touching him. You see what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like saying you can't have this food, you can't have it, and just fucking putting it in my face and smelling. I'm like, don't fucking do that to me. You know, like that's fucked up, but that's what you're doing. Like you're saying, oh my God, if only you were younger. My goodness, like we can't do nothing anyways. Let's change the topic. It's just like push more. We can't do nothing. You're too young for me. You see, because what's gonna happen? What is he gonna say? What the fuck are you talking about? Too young? It doesn't matter. You see, he's putting effort, like saying, no, we need to be together. That effort, the investment, then you reward that shit. You know, you reward it by attention. Remember how I taught you guys. Another one is create a temptation. That's number 4. Create a temptation. A temptation is something that you want but that you cannot have. The apple in the fucking garden wasn't a temptation until the Lord said you shouldn't have that apple. Suddenly, it didn't just become something they wanted; it became a temptation. So the same thing applies here, is that when you create a temptation by creating space, you make him desire you more, because whenever you prohibit something, it becomes more desirable. For example, the Wu-Tang album, it got sold for a couple $1 million. The reason why it got sold for so much money, a fucking album, is because of the restriction, of the space, of the limitedness. You see? Like there's a space behind wanting it. Not a lot of people have it. Like it's hard to get it. It's a challenge. So that's what you're doing, and that's how you increase your value. So for example, you create a temptation by saying, again, okay, look, guys don't care if you have a husband, but you say you have a husband just for the fucking adventure. That's what you gotta understand. It's just for the adventure. Or saying me and you, we cannot do this because of my job. Or saying me and you, we cannot do something because I work. Or saying me and you, I can't be together because I can't be seen with you. Like you're too young, I can't be seen with you. Like you created, and I like, oh, please, I'm sorry. Like I don't care. I'll go around. I'll fight any hurdle. It doesn't matter. Like I just want to be with you. I don't know. We can't do nothing. Like this is just not right. Like be the one that says no. And then you can become a temptation. Even when he texts you, look, man, I know I'm much younger, but look, please don't respond. Right? And then please seriously respond to me. Then you respond to him. We're like, you know what? Let's hang out. You know, but you gotta know when he's fucking saying, you know what, I'm done with this. But the whole point is that you create those barriers. You make it hard on him to see you. You show a lot of interest. You show a lot of interest. You say we can't do this. This is so wrong, right? But then he's gonna be like, I want this. But then you create an objection. I don't know. We can't do nothing. Because of this, because of that, because of my age, because I can't be seen with you. You see, that's what you want. You want him to say, "Damn, like this is like a fucking crazy. Like this is so wrong. I was able to conquer her." That's what you want him to do. All right. Number 6. Set boundaries and be courted. To be courted. Set boundaries to be courted. Remember what I said. It's very similar, but again, I'm trying to say it in a different way so you guys can understand where I'm coming from different channels. You know, sometimes you're using different words, using euphemism. If that's even the right way to use it, right? Helps you understand the concept. So by setting boundaries is okay. So a lot of women, they don't set boundaries, and as a result, they get used. You see, for example, like a boundary is a standard that you expect from yourself and from others. The behavior that you expect from yourself and others, right? So a lot of women don't have those boundaries because goddamn, I'm so mad that I deleted a notes of 3 videos. Oh my god, I'm trying to not be pissed off, but I just deleted a file with a shit ton of notes for the videos for this week. You don't understand how much that makes me so mad. Anyway, so by setting boundaries are things that you accept and you don't accept. For example, like saying not accepting the fact that when a guy bails on you 3 times, you don't see him anymore and you don't waver. You see, boundaries is not an emotional reaction like saying I'm gonna have this boundary because I felt disrespected. A boundary is a predisposed a line that you put on the sand that you say it doesn't matter who. If they pass this boundary, this is what's gonna happen, and you don't waver. You see, when you have those boundaries, it really shows your self-respect as a person, right? So, when a guy's trying to hit on you, right? You want to have those boundaries. You want to be able to say no to him once in a while. You see, when he's going too fast, you want to tell him, whoa, you're going too fast. Like intentionally create boundaries, like saying, like if you notice that he's gonna go for the kiss quickly, right? Let him go for the kiss and then say, oh, that's too fast. Like say, oh, what? Yeah, that's too fast. I don't think we should do this. This is too fast, right? Now he got the boundaries. Now he's like, oh, damn, I'm wrong. But then 1 minute later, kiss him. You see? Ask him, if he asks you, can I come over? Be like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, it's not that easy, guy. You're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. You know, chat, and then suddenly say, by the way, you want to come over? You see, like, you know where he wants to go. Then you set the boundaries, right? Now you know where he wants to go. Then later on, because you know he wants to go there, to say no, but then later on say, you know what? Let's do this. See, he experienced the boundary, but now he experienced your acceptance. It's good. Actually, I just came up with that right now because I wrote the note and I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Because I wrote a couple hours earlier. But that actually makes sense, right? Yeah, a lot of the shit that I come up with on the fly, to be perfectly honest with you. Like a lot of the times I just say to myself, what would I do in this situation? That's how I come up with content. The reason why is because, again, look, it takes me quickly to make content, but it's because it took years of work. Like fucking years of work. So that's why it looks easier, you know? Alright, so number 6, stay flexible and sexually suggestive. This is what that means. You know what? When I'm talking about being flexible, I'm talking about actually being fucking flexible. Like really be flexible. Right? Like if you're an older woman, like you gotta maintain some youth. The easiest youth that you can maintain is your mentality, your flexibility, and what you can do in terms like eating. And flexibility, if you're an older woman, you're flexible, that's sexy. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, that's sexy. You know, post a little photos on Facebook of you flexing, you know? Like that is very suggestive, sexually suggestive. I mean, also being sexually suggestive. Like just like if you do yoga, posting videos or do yoga or video or photos of doing yoga. But generally speaking, don't be so fucking bland. Right? Don't wear the grandma perfume, the grandma clothes, none of that shit, man. You want to have a little bit of sexuality in the way you dress, in the way that you speak. You see, number 8, stir up the transgressive and the taboo. You see, you want to make it obvious that this is not right. Again, and I'm coming about it from a different perspective, right? Because I'm saying, again, I talked about earlier about creating a temptation. It's very similar to this, but this is more about the taboo. And it's saying that this is wrong. For example, it's when you ask them to come over, you tell them it's come over, but only for an hour and a half. because somebody is coming over in a couple minutes. You see, and it's kind of like saying come over, but for a couple minutes before my friends come over. You see, like, it's not that you're ashamed of them, but that you're creating that, ooh, this is wrong. You see, because again, we're using this to enhance your image. Now, mind you, this is not about relationships. All right, this is not about relationships. Now, this could be used for relationships, but this is not for relationships. All right, just keep that in mind. Okay, and again, the taboo, it's all about emphasizing that this is wrong. All right, so I don't want to fucking beat a dead horse. Number 9, dress provocative but subtle. It's very similar to sexually suggestive. Number 10, sexual confidence. All right, you can know. You have to know that you have something good to offer. When you do, you will talk with confidence because you know you could blow his mind. Now, I'm not talking about blowing... Well, of course, I'm talking about blowing his mind in many different ways, right? But generally speaking, is that it's knowing that you have something to offer. For example, there's a huge difference between going up to someone and needing $100 as opposed to going up to someone because you have $100 that you know that they need. The perception of you without them knowing your intention and what you have to offer will be completely different simply because of the frame that you come about. You create this unconscious frame of the provider and them being the receiver. But when you come about it from a lack of confidence, from not knowing what you're able to offer, knowing that you're older, knowing that you don't have that what younger women have, you are gonna go about it from an empty cup. You're gonna come and say, it's kind of like a salesman that says, you don't want to buy this, don't you? Like, you're going up and saying, you don't want to buy this, right? Like, you're already assuming that they don't want you. You see? So sexual confidence is about having something that you know the guys like. And mind you, you have experience in your hand, right? If you're older, you should, this is not everyone, but this time you should have some moves. You should have some go-to moves, some special moves, little Mortal Kombat fatalities, And you want to do that. You want to give them an experience that most younger women don't have. And mind you, the benefit, not the only benefit, but the primary benefit between you and a younger woman, and let's not beat around the bush here, right? Because, I like you guys, but I got to be honest. I mean, the only advantage you guys have is experience. It's kind of like a basketball player. If you're a basketball player, the only advantage, and you get older, you don't have your athleticism, you have your weight. This is why I got into this. I got into it because I knew that when I get older, I'm not going to have the looks. I got to be able to fucking talk my ass out to get girls, So I'm thinking proactively, and you got to think proactively in the future. So, and again, age is relative, right? And being older is relative, So develop your skill sets. Literally, learn a skill set and become very good at that one niche in terms of sexuality. It doesn't matter what the fuck that is, Because when you do that, then you're going to become irreplaceable. Remember that scene in I think it's with Adam Sandler where he got head from the lady who had no teeth? Like, you wanna be someone that's like, damn, only she could do that for me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is how you get younger guys. This is what I think. Okay, this is what I think. It's not that difficult, right? Because I'm just coming out from my perspective. But generally speaking, this is how it's done. And now, if you want to get the guy's number, all you gotta do is just ask him, are you always busy? Yeah, just say like, are you always busy? Are you always busy? If a guy's interested in getting your number, you know what he's gonna say? No, I'm not always busy. Or yes, but. Like, yes, but I'm free here. If he's not interested, he's gonna say, yeah, I'm always busy, and change the topic. You know that he doesn't want you. But if he says, no, I'm not always busy, or yes, but, ask for his number. Just ask for it. It doesn't matter. Like, he wants you. Or he's gonna ask for your number. Anyway, this is Alex from My For Attraction Network. Bye-bye. Come on, bye, man. Shit.